On January 15, 2009, winter held New York City in a quiet grip. The sky was clear, the air was cold, and at LaGuardia Airport, US Airways Flight 1549 prepared for departure. The Airbus A320 carried 150 passengers and 5 crew members. Its destination was Charlotte, North Carolina. Nothing about the flight seemed unusual. At the controls sat Captain Sullenberger, a former fighter pilot, a safety expert, a man with more than 19,000 hours of flight experience. To him, this was just another day in the sky. At 3:25 p.m., Flight 1549 lifted off the runway and climbed over the city. New York stretched beneath the wings. Then, just 90 seconds after takeoff, everything changed. At 2,800 feet, the aircraft struck a flock of large birds. The impact was sudden, violent. Almost instantly, both engines lost power. The cockpit went quiet. No thrust, no recovery. A commercial jet had become a glider. There was no checklist for this moment. No simulation had ever prepared for total engine failure at such low altitude over a major city. Air traffic control rushed to help. They offered a return to LaGuardia, then an alternate airport in New Jersey. But Sully saw what the computers could not. The aircraft was losing altitude too fast. The distance was too far. The margin for error was gone. Below the plane, the Hudson River cut through the city. Cold, wide, unforgiving. Sully made his decision. We're going to be in the Hudson. Inside the cabin, passengers sensed something was wrong. The engines were silent. The descent felt unnatural. The flight attendants moved quickly, calm voices, short commands. Brace, brace. The aircraft lined up with the river. Buildings rushed past the windows. Water filled the view ahead. At 3:31 p.m., Flight 1549 touched the Hudson, not with impact, but with control. The plane skipped once, then settled into the freezing water. The cabin filled with icy air. Water crept inside, but the aircraft stayed afloat. Passengers climbed onto the wings. Some stood knee-deep in the river. Others waited inside, stunned but alive. Within minutes, ferries, boats, and rescue crews surrounded the plane. New Yorkers did what New Yorkers do. They came to help. All 155 people were pulled to safety. Not a single life was lost. The world called it a miracle. The media called Sully a hero. But the story did not end there. Investigators examined every second of the flight, every decision, every possibility. Simulations showed that returning to an airport might have worked if the pilots had reacted instantly. But humans are not machines. They assess, they confirm, they decide. Those few seconds of human judgment made the runway unreachable. In the end, the investigation reached a simple conclusion. The aircraft did not save its passengers. The river did not save its passengers. Experience did. Training, calm, and the courage to choose the only option left. Flight 1549 never reached Charlotte, but it became one of the greatest survival stories in aviation history. A reminder that even in an age of automation, when technology fails, it is human judgment that still carries lives safely home. On that winter afternoon in New York, the Hudson River did not become a grave.